Billet Tie Downs started because of a problem. Founder Keith Charvonia wanted a way for his ratchet strap hooks to stay hooked in his truck bed when he was loading cargo. He knew he could design something better, and so he did. After many hours of designs and revisions, the Billet Bed Tie Down was born, and the line later expanded to more products for more makes and models. Charvonia Design has always focused on high-quality American-made products, and the Billet Tie Downs are no exception. They're designed, made, tested, and shipped all from North Carolina, here in the United States. So know that when you order Billet Tie Downs, you're getting a high-quality American-made product that's really been tested and does everything it claims. The Billet Bed Tie Downs were the first product, with rail tie downs following that, and the Billet D-rings. In this video, we're going to walk through the Billet tie down process, from machining to assembly to testing and packaging. It all starts with pure billet aluminum. These billet aluminum blocks are sourced from Pennsylvania, and they're shipped here to North Carolina. To get the billet aluminum blocks ready for this very precise CNC process, the machinist loads the parts into a dedicated fixture. Notice how many fixtures can be loaded into the CNC machine. This enables us to run lights out and literally make parts while we sleep. Next, the robot arm grabs the billet, and this is where things get very interesting. Over the next hour, the billet aluminum blocks will be cut to an exact shape and size, in this case for the Billet D-rings. At this point, the parts for the Billet D-rings need to be taken out and flipped so they can be cut the rest of the way. At that point, there will be enough parts for 2 pairs of Billet D-rings, so this is quite a process. The next step is testing, to ensure the product meets all specifications and requirements. These specifications can vary depending on finish of the product, such as anodized or powder coated. Each billet tie down piece is inspected as part of the testing before any type of assembly or anodizing or powder coating. Other types of testing include strength testing. All products are tested to 10 times the factory load rating. You can see the stock D-ring fails catastrophically compared to the billet D-ring. And here you can see the stock plastic Tacoma cleat fails very quickly, and the billet rail tie down barely budges. You've seen the billet bed tie downs compared to the factory tie downs, and how the center slot does a great job at retaining the ratchet strap hook. Here is a stock plastic cleat for the rails on a Tacoma, and you can see the ratchet strap hook does not fit well on it, and that it is very flimsy and weak compared to the billet rail tie down that uses a full width mounting plate that is 7 times the size of the stock part. Once the products are tested and deemed ready for sale, they are put into inventory and ready to be packaged. Different coatings will have different specifications, so randomized checks are important to ensure quality. All Charvonia Design billet tie downs laser engraving are done in small batches. For the billet rail and bed tie downs, each tie down is individually wrapped and set as a pair into a box for shipping. Every single product you order is carefully packed and shipped by the husband and wife team at Charvonia Design. Now for the billet D-rings assembly, it's a little bit more involved. 5 pairs of billet D-rings can be assembled at one time using these custom 3D printed trays. These trays make assembly easier by helping to line up the washers and the high-strength, corrosion-resistant shoulder bolt. Before being installed, each stainless steel bolt is coated with a marine grease to fight corrosion and provide smooth functionality. Lastly, blue Loctite is applied to the threads. Next, each stainless steel bolt is inserted into each D-ring and tightened to the proper specification, followed by the hardware for the ball detent. which keeps the D-ring locked into the downward position. As you can see, every single D-ring is precisely hand-tuned to have the perfect amount of tension, so it stays closed while you're driving down a bumpy dirt road. No rattles here. And now that the D-rings are assembled, they can be loaded into the foam sleeves and into the boxes as pairs and shipped off to you, the customer. So that is a look at how Billet Tie Downs designs, manufactures, and ships all of their products here in the United States. Thank you for watching. Visit BilletTieDowns.com to get the upgrades your truck deserves.